96, oh no. Right now. Its name is Gronder of the Seas. Its operator is Royal Caribbean International. Its port of registry is Nassau, Bahamas. You was laid down on 6 June 1995. So it was launched on 1 March 1996. So I hate it. I got a truck, it's got a butt. My truck's got a butt, and now I'm in a rut. I love my wife, she's got a nice butt, but my truck's butt beats out my wife's buddy butt. And now I'm stuck between a hard place and my two butts. My truck has a butt and my wife has a butt, and I love both butts, worship them like King Tut. But my wife is jealous of my truck's metal butt, and my truck don't care cause it's a truck. It's between both butts. My truck has a butt and my wife has a butt, and I love both butts, worship them like King Tut. But my wife is jealous of my truck's metal butt. My truck don't care cause it's a truck. I don't know what to choose between both butts. My truck has a butt and my wife has a butt, and I love both butts, worship them like King Tut. But my wife is jealous of my truck's metal butt, and my truck don't care cause it's a truck. It's between both butts. My truck has a butt and my wife has a butt, and I love both butts, worship Is happening right now.
Hello. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to another exciting evening of Roar Stream here aboard the fantastic and beautifully digitalized Bort 3. We are sailing the world, and tonight we're going to do some power simming. We're going to do some power simming, and we're also going to wash some things. We're going to do some serious washing tonight. We're going to take a break from doing some purlers. We'll go back to purlers on Thursday. Thursday will be our next purler day. Today, we're going to wash ourselves a fire station. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Mwah. Mwah. I don't know which is better. Mwah. There we go. Let's go upstairs. Tell us the truth, did Haitians eat Seamus? I certainly hope not. Seamus was probably not good eating. Also, I have a feeling that that's going to bite a lot of people in the ass. I really hope it comes up tonight. I hope it comes up tonight. I really don't want to talk super politics tonight, but I know it's probably going to come up. It is debate night. How are you feeling, Noid? You ready to do some power washing? Let's do this. I'm going to turn down the music. We're going to wash a fire station tonight. I'm going to turn on the obsidian. Watch your ears. Cool. That was quiet. Hello. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do a random sound effect. Let's see how the sound is.
Hello. I am you. You am I.
I mean, Yeah, that sounds fine to me. It sounds actually a little quiet. Turn up just a tiny bit. There we go. How are you? You ready to do some some power washing? Before we do the firehouse, we're going to do a really quick vehicle. We have a vehicle in the queue, and let's clean it up while we're taking a break. Oh, speaking of cats, look at this little baby. Oh. Truvy is just the best little kitty I've ever had in my life. Far surpassing any other cat. No one is allowed to eat Truvy. Ever. I would murder a man. I'd murder a man who ate Truvy. So we're going to clean the motorbike and scooter. Let's do this. This is from Sue Berry from the home garage. You may have seen my pics of my husband and I becoming the first sidecar to compete the 24 Hours Great Plains Challenge. Everyone thought the tracks were just too bumpy and 24 hours in the seat too restrictive, but it was no problem at all. When I got uncomfortable, I just took my hands off the throttle for a second and gave them a shake. The brutal 5-hour river section sure took it out of the sidecar, though. Can you clean it up? By the way, Bobby wondered if you knew any chiropractors. Truvy's gonna eat my face one day. I mean, it's possible. If I'm dead, and, you know, what if like all of us are dead? Like all of the humans died in a death fire accident. We are just dead AF in the middle of the living room. Like all of us. There's no chance. Would I be offended if Truvy ate me? I'm assuming whatever took us out also took out the cat. But assuming she survives this and no one else does, is Truvy allowed to eat me? Yes. Yes, I would say I would have no problem if my little princess cat ate the entirety of my face. And I think, I don't know, maybe she would absorb a little of my soul. Ha, air quote, finger guns. What are we listening to? Oh, God, I know this. Sounds almost like Pikmin, although I doubt you can even hear it at this level. I think this is Pikmin. Yeah, I think the firehouse is going to be a big to-do, just like the skate park was. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get to all of it tonight. We're gonna give it God's honest try, though. So let's clean up this sidecar, which we're almost done with. The vehicles are stupid quick to clean. What day is it today? It is Tuesday. Also, I almost got a slot there. I almost won the slot machine there. I wonder if the slots are too hard to win. I mean, there is no prize. Big spoilers. There's no prize for winning the slot machine right now. I don't even know what the prize would be. You know what I could do? Oh, shit. You know what I could do? I've just discovered that my touch portal is able to edit the custom rewards. So maybe if you won the slot machine, it could turn down the price of channel rewards for a few minutes or something. I don't know. I'm just I'm blue skying it. I don't know if that's even possible, but the idea is sound. It should work. There's also an achievement in this game if you do the firehouse without ever using the scaffold. I'm going to attempt that. What's even left? What is even left on this damn thing? Spoke sets. Almost, kitty. I feel like there's a 1 in 40 chance, and there's a few that have a 5 in 40 chance. So in theory, it should be possible to win the slot machine on a, every now and then. What's even left? Spoke sets. Oh, there we go. That was just, yeah, here we go. There it is. Are any more spoke sets? The side mirrors are still dirty. Let's grab those. Oh, beautiful. And mudguard. Hey, baby. I'm going to clean my mudguard. Excellent. So the exhaust, the fenders, and the fuel tank. So the exhaust is probably this thing right here, right? This thing over here. I'm not on the right scene. Hold on. I need to be in the Twitch viewer. What am I looking at? Why didn't that one... No. Why didn't that update to Twitch viewer? That sucks. Oh, maybe... Oh, maybe because it's HTTPS? Interesting. It only sends HTTP, huh? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, good to know. I need to fix that later. Fuel tank. I think my jerry-rigged command only sends HTTPs to the Twitch viewer. That's interesting. Yep. That's it. Wait. What's different? Oh, excuse me. I think it has to start with a URL. Exhaust. Where's the exhaust? I don't know. I'd have to look at the I'd have to look at the code. Oh, look at this dog. Look at this dog. I love this TV channel. He just looks so happy. Like looking at a dog's eyes when they're happy. Let's watch this. That's very satisfying. Great job in the sidecar. It's never looked better. Tempted to go in for the Appalachian Way mega run now. It's always been Bobby's dream. You knock him dead, Sue. All right, we're going to do the fire station. I've been ignoring it for a while. It's time to do it. This is from the Denver Drill from the Muckingham Fire Station. Our fire station's as mucky as a pig pen. Ordinarily, we just break out a few crates of the cold stuff and let the strong arms and hoses have it. But what with being sent here, there, and everywhere in search of the mayor's dang cat, which don't have the time, I'm messaging you from the lower branches of an oak tree at Great River that I can already see has no cat in it. Your name came highly recommended. Thanks, Denver. Bobby does sound like a good name for an iguana. Okay. Oh, God. Let's take a quick... Okay, I'm turning that off. Thank you. I'm going to take a quick glance around. So this is the fire station. How? There's an achievement to do this without using the scaffolding at all. How does it want people to do that? Let's take a few minutes just to look around before we get started. I guess I can clean as I go. Do I have to, like, jump? Remind you what the new sound alert was? Sure, kitty. I aim to please.
8 legs.
7 vaginas! I don't think that was it. I guess I'll work from top down. What was the... I forget. There's a few new ones. There's disappointed? No. I bet you feel ridiculous. Ridiculous.
White wine spritzer. 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 Spritzer.
I don't... That is the new one, but I don't think that's the one Kitty was referring to. I just added that one today. Maybe it was... I should probably clean this whole tower over here in the back first. For no, you know, for no particular reason. At least then I can plan my route of attack on the main building there. How do I get to it without using the... That's the one. That's the one Kitty was referring to. At least I think it was. Don't say DBJ after 30 seconds of eating pussy. Ah! Ah! It's in the, you can see the recent ones I added in the Discord, Kitty. It's in the information channel. How was your Tuesday, guys? How was your Tuesday everything you hoped it would be? I gave a tour today. It was very hot outside. But it was nice outside. It was, you know, other than being miserably hot, what can you do about that? But it was nice. I had a lot of moments. I can't tell that story. It's not a bad story, but it would be mean to those people. That was a Kitty only story. It would be mean to the trainees. They were good kids. God bless them. Did I depress you? I'm sorry I feel annoyed. Would this help you? Hold on. I got something for this. There you go. But does a cat help? You look through Discord and it's very complex. You think? You know what I need to do? God, this sounds like such a terrible idea. You know what I really need to do? I need to do like a... I need to do like a guide to all of the, you know, bits and bobs and features of this stream. Like, there's a lot of channel points that and stuff that might not make sense on first glance, and I don't know. I need to put it on the list. That was some misophonia. What about? Hold on, I got something. Oh, I got something. I got something. This will help. Does a bunger help? Bungers always help me. Bunger, 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 bunger. I gotta tell you what, I've been trying to watch a lot of new streams lately. A lot. I'm trying just to get the general vibe. Ooh. I don't know why I got credit for that. Neat. I've been watching a lot of new streams lately. And I was watching... Hold on. It's coming. There it comes. Watch your ears. Oh, it's so loud. I know it's not loud for you, but it's like it's like a bomb in my... I just need to turn down my my own mic when or my own headphones when it comes up. Anyways, sorry. I've been watching a lot of new streamers lately, and I've been watching a lot of Bug Snacks. Ooh. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you got an instant critical hit. No, something's wrong with that code. No way. I screwed that up somewhere. Hold on. Russian roulette. If it's equal to 6 and the local value of 10 is equal to 10. Did you hit the 1 in 10 on the very first shot, Kitty? And you missed when what? And then also the zoom happened? Anyway, sorry. I added a critical hit chance I was telling Kitty about. The Russian roulette now has a chance to give a slightly longer timeout. My spidey senses are tingling wildly with the fact that Kitty got hit with it immediately. It looks like the code triggered correctly, though, so... Proper crit chance is 5% anyways. I could turn that down. Where's Russian roulette? So then what would it be? It would be equal to... Isn't it? It's 1 in 10, so that's 90%, right? Or 10% chance? So how would I make that? I need to work on that later. So if it's a 1 in 10... I'll work on that later. It'll just be a very touchy gun. Well, that works. Welcome back, Kitty. If you get hit with it again, I just realized as I'm talking about it now, I probably could just revive you, but it seems against the spirit of the Russian roulette. Oh, I know how to fix it. 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 I'm just going to make it a 1 in 20 chance. Right? Wouldn't that fix it? So if it hits a 1 in 20, that should be a 5%. Okay. Should be fixed now. Sorry about that, Kitty. Planning to bump me off. I'm sorry. I did not pick up the gun. That is a key that you jingled, my love. The attack roll in the D&D is a D20. I'm starting to think about themed nights, Feelanoid. How do you feel about a D&D night? I mean, not necessarily doing a D&D night, but like learning the nitty-gritty. I know I've like talked about this before, but I feel like I need to do a proper learn of everything in the D&D style. And that's not even necessarily D&D, like more tabletop in general. I know I talked about this like 5 years ago, but I think I'm in a better headspace to be able to understand them. Also, I have the devil machine, and that will help me understand anything I don't. I'll be filled with misinformation about glue and pizza. Is that a joke? I'm going to do the laugh button anyways. So I'm going to try and do this whole thing without touching that scaffolding over there, which will give me the achievement. Something else that you could do is I'm bad at talking today. Hold on, I can fix this.
Felanoidsa says, something else that you could do is if it hit 1 instead of 20, it could pop someone else as a crit fail instead of a crit hit.
You mean like someone else in the chat? I don't know how to do that. The only way I can think of, other than adding some plugins that might add a randomizer effect, it's only able to read like the last 5 chat messages, so it would just be like whoever within the last 5 minutes or the last 5 messages talked, which would include me. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. I like the idea, but I'm not sure it would work in principle, but it's always, that's what these tests are for. I gotta say, this fire tower is looking great. I was telling Kitty, I'm like, Kitty only gets a 30-second timeout because she's a or a 30-second timeout because she's a princess. But if the critical hit hits, then she is not immune to it. Also, that's supposed to trigger a fart. I miss Butt Spot. There's probably a way to make a butt spot, but God, that's well beyond my level of knowledge. Maybe something that just takes the last thing someone said and replaces a word in their statement, but I don't know how to get that part of it, like the replacing a single word or a single part of a sentence with but. That's where my expertise dies.
I'm sorry. Who's that back there?
What the heck are you talking about?
What the heck are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Who's that bot? Get banned. Well, it seems like there's a lot of bots, especially in the in this category, but that might just be a consistent everywhere problem. I don't really notice it very much, but maybe they just target smaller streams. Small streams. They just target small streams instead of like the people that they would never get their message across. I don't know. I don't know how bots work. All I know is that they suck. Jokes. This place is looking real good, Carl. Kudos. Anyway, so I was talking earlier about I've been watching a lot of new streams lately, and people in the power washing community, this is wild to me. They will sit there and do this all day and not say a single word. And I'm starting to realize, am I just over chatty? Do I just talk too much? Do I need to shut the fuck up? Because I'm noticing like a lot of streamers on Twitch don't talk, which is wild to me. It's like, why are you streaming? Why are you live to an audience? I don't understand. You could just not use up band. I noticed the stream is dying. Why are we losing frames? I see those frames dying over there. Did Twitch die? No? Are you balancing? I think it's balancing out. Okay, it's balancing. You've been watching less streams lately since you discovered a site that streams Star Trek episodes? I find that what do you mean by, does it stream them like one at a time, like one after the other? Or can you actually like pick and choose which ones you want to watch? I find like there's a lot of sites that will like stream. There's a Riff Tracks channel, for example. There's like you could watch Riff Tracks on Twitch, for example, but it's kind of frustrating that when you can't actually find what you want to watch. Like, it's just playing in a playlist, and it's like, maybe I don't necessarily want to watch, Birdemic, for example. You watch because you love my banter? Kitty, you are a sweetheart. Did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that you're a sweetheart? And I've realized one thing that my monster character avatar needs is headphones. And I think that would fix a lot of problems with that, with my head shape. Also, this is a great channel. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It has many live channels and also some on-demand stuff, although sadly on-demand Trek stuff is limited. That's understandable. You know what I miss? Back when I used to use my Oculus a lot more. I need to cough, excuse me. Back when I used to use my Oculus a lot more, there was a lot of those live channels that you could enter, in like the Fireplace sort of apps. and you can meet up with other people on the inside of VR chat. It wasn't VR chat, but something similar. Anyways, those were the kind of places you can go into, and you could watch entire episodes of Samurai Jack, where it's like you've never seen Samurai Jack before in your life, and you know nothing about Samurai Jack. It just happens to be playing Season 2, Episode 5 of Samurai Jack, for example. It does have all the movies on demand and 10 seasons of SG-1 and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, if you block the ads, site breaks, so swings and roundabouts. Fair enough. Excuse me. I have ad block, but I have pretty much everywhere that most people use ad block for. I pretty much pay for them. So like Twitch Prime, you know, the Twitch Turbo, whatever they're calling it now, is so worth it to me because I watch. Like I said, have I mentioned that I've been watching new streamers lately? I don't know if I've actually gotten to that part of my story yet. But I've been watching new streamers. Also, with things breaking. Oh yeah, totally is broken, huh? Are you back? What is going on with you today? Internet. Do I need to like switch servers? Oh my god, what are you doing? This bonkers ass Twitch doing today? I think I'm gonna switch servers real quick. 1 second. Be right back. How's the Miami server? Is the Miami server good? How are you looking? You doing okay, Miami? But you haven't lost, like, the stream, Kitty. And, like, the people around the house haven't lost the internet. So I don't think it's... You know, I think it's somewhere with Twitch, to be 100% honest. We should be fixed now. Sorry about that. I switched to the Miami server. I was on auto before. I have no idea. To be fair, though, remember, Kitty, our internet did go down earlier. I forgot about that. So we actually lost internet for a good 10 minutes earlier this evening. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Sorry about that. Again, I have not reset the router, so maybe that could have something to do with it. It could be any number of things. At least Willow's behaving, for the most part. I am invoking her wrath by not giving her proper respect, but you know what? C'est la vie. Like, all the buttons are working, all the channel points are working. It's the little things in life. So what if the stream doesn't work half the time? At least the damn keys jingle. And frankly, if I thought that it was the keys jingling that was breaking the stream, they'd be gone. They'd be 100% gone. I had to yank out a bunch of crap when I was when I was fixing the stream like a year ago. Venus. Exactly. Looks like the stream has stabilized, hopefully. So, apologies. I do have a broken clock now, so I will have to look somewhere else to see when the time is up. So funny how fast a family starts knocking on the door when the Wi-Fi goes down. I think that's like a fairly common trope, isn't it? That's like all the comics from like the mid 2000s are like, I never see my teenager unless the Wi-Fi goes down. Give me a Grammy. They don't give Grammys for comics. I don't know what the equivalent is for a comic. I'm gonna ask the bot. Willow GPT. Hey, what's the comic strip equivalent of a Grammy or an Emmy? A sitcom? What do you mean? I'm unclear.
Hey there. In the world of comic strips, the equivalent of a Grammy or an Emmy would be the Reuben Award. It's given by the National Cartoonist Society and is one of the highest honors a cartoonist can receive. The award recognizes outstanding achievements in various categories of cartooning, including comic strips. So if a comic strip artist is knocking it out of the park, that's the award they'd be eyeing.
A Reuben Award. Interesting. Did Calvin and Hobbes win a Reuben Award?
Yes, Calvin and Hobbes creator Bill Watterson won the Reuben Award for Outstanding Cartoonist of the Year twice, first in 1986 and again in 1988. This award is a major recognition in the field of cartooning, highlighting Watterson's significant impact and creativity with the Calvin and Hobbes comic strip.
It's GPT, so take it with a grain of salt, but that would not surprise me at all. Interesting. So what do you mean about sitcom? Oh. Remember how bad this tower looked before? This tower is looking great. You can have it do that. You can have it be like, in one word, can you describe something? And it's like, yes. Wikipedia says he won it in 86 and 88. That's correct. GPT got it right. Thank you. Also, hi Coyote, how you doing? What are you guys' opinion on Calvin and Hobbes? I have unfortunately never gotten Kitty to embrace Calvin and or Hobbes. Cheesy dialogue you gave as an example sounded more like a comic than a sitcom than a comic strip. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got really involved with thinking about Calvin and Hobbes, and I forgot how we got there. Also, it's kind of sad that AI has made Wikipedia seem authoritative. I mean, AI shouldn't be making anybody feel anything, because AI is not to be trusted and is a novelty at best. It has its uses, but we always vet, and I'm perfectly happy to, on anything that's, you know, important, air quotes. You think you can bark for me, right, RQ? Nah. Nah, I'm good. Nah. Nah, actually, you know what? I can. There you go. I mean, that wasn't me, that was Sandy, but I take that back. I do actually have something for that. That's a big old nah. Sandy's happy to bark, though. Sandy's down there in the front row. She's down there in the... right next to you guys. Right in the front row, right next to where the goose is. Oh, look at Phantom. You know, Kitty, I had just the other day, I was holding Finn because he had been in my lap. And I had called him Phantom. And that's the first time that's ever happened. That's the first time I've called Finn the wrong name. And it was a little bittersweet. It was like, you know what? I miss, I miss him, but he had a great life, and new puppy, new Finn. He definitely fits a mold in our life that we are missing, that we were missing. He may not know where to go potty every now and then, but he's a good boy. Also, I looked at Roar TV and I was like, "Where'd Phantom go?" It's like, "Oh yeah, thanks, Willow." Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. What? Oh, that's for like books, isn't it? That's for like really high. Hold on. Tell me more about the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Do you think that Bill Amend, the creator of Foxtrot, should have won that before his disastrous accident? He didn't have an accident. It's coming up with a lot of words to talk about it. It's the fin sound. It is the ph sound, definitely. Findom, phantom, findom. Finn has been can't talk. Finn has been an absolute beautiful dog today. He has been wonderful. As for your reference to a disastrous accident.
The Mark Twain Prize for American Humor is a prestigious award presented by the Kennedy Center to individuals who have had a significant impact on American society in ways similar to the 19th century novelist and essayist Mark Twain. It's an accolade that recognizes contributions to American humor, with recipients including comedians, actors, and writers who have influenced the world of comedy profoundly. Bill Amend, known for his comic strip Foxtrot, has certainly made a notable contribution to American humor.
This is leading to a no.
With his clever and relatable portrayal of everyday family life.
This is leading to a no.
While he has not won the Mark Twain Prize, his work aligns well with the spirit of the award due to its broad appeal and humorous insights into family dynamics and pop culture. As for your reference to a disastrous accident, there doesn't seem to be any public information or news regarding such an event involving Bill Amend.
She doesn't know anything.
He remains an active cartoonist and
nothing.
continues to produce Foxtrot comics, albeit on a less frequent Sunday-only schedule since 2006.
Foxtrot's a weird one. I think I talked about Foxtrot the other day. He stopped making daily comics how long ago? Like 15 years ago? And he only makes weekend comics. And I thought at the end of the day that would be like a death knell for him. Hey, Felinoid is asking if I know what a Findom is. Teehee, what's that? Am I gonna violate content warnings? Oh my god. I see the words pay pig in quotations.
Findom refers to financial domination, a specific dynamic within the broader world of BDSM, bondage, discipline, sadomasochism, where a submissive person, often referred to as a pay pig, gives money and financial control to a dominant partner, the Findom. This kind of relationship is based on a power exchange where the submissive derives pleasure from surrendering financial control to the dominant, who in turn exerts control in a consensual, negotiated arrangement. It's important to note that all parties involved usually agree on boundaries and terms beforehand to ensure the relationship is safe and consensual.
All right, fair enough. Okay, awesome. Hey, back to the Mark Twain Prize. Who has won it? She's thinking. Again, take all of this with a grain of salt. I have actually heard the term Findom, I'm pretty sure, now that you've mentioned it, but I had not, when you were talking about it, I had not made that connection, no. But That's a different thing. Oh my god, a lot of people have won it. I'm not going to have her read this. Looks like, here we go, you can see the list. Here, you can read that for a second. Richard Pryor, Jonathan Winters, Carl Rayner, Whoopi Goldberg, Bob Newhart, Lily Tomlin, Lauren Michaels, Steve Martin, Neil Simon, Billy Crystal, George Carlin, Bill Cosby, Tina Fey, Will Ferrell, Ellen DeGeneres, Carol Burnett, Jay Leno, she's still going, Eddie Murphy, Bill Murray, a bunch of people apparently. David Letterman. Those all make sense. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bill Murray, I think I said. Dave Chappelle, still going. I didn't say I don't need every single winner. Maybe I need to stay on the Miami server. Like permanently. I probably should. It says to stay on auto is the best option, but you know, you would think the internet wouldn't, the bots that control Twitch servers would know best. They all make sense. Jon Stewart is the last one that it pulled up. Again, those all definitely make sense. Those are all very good, very highly respected comedians. This award recognizes those who have a profound impact on American culture through their humor and social commentary, much like Mark Twain himself. I like how she was politely like, yeah, Bill and Men doesn't qualify, bud. Sorry. I like the Foxtrot family too.
My ding-a-ling! I want you to play with my ding-a-ling!
This act is over.
That's a different thing. I don't think that has anything to do with Foxtrot. I don't know if you can hear the background music, but it sounds so familiar. I don't know where it's from. All this, there's a lot of caked in grime up here. It's like, my goodness. Trying not to get the stupid scaffolding, because I want to get that achievement, because God knows it's important to get achievements in video games. But honestly, if I did want to 100% it, I don't want to have to do it again, you know? Like, I might as well get it now if I can. There we go. Nice. I mean, if the milk is so bad that you have to spray it with a power washer on high for several seconds, you need to see a not a doctor. You need to see an occultist. You need to see a specialist that is well beyond my level of expertise. That's like, you know, you need to drink some water. I think over here on the nozzles, I think this is the tri-nozzle that eventually one will unlock, but I'm pretty sure that only unlocks after we get like every single level. Ground floor cleaned. Okay, still got some more. Inside walls, inside wall frame. I didn't mean to go from the inside out on the drill tower, but here we are. I think it worked out pretty well. Drill tower door frame. Maybe there's some goop over here. Looks like we're coming just about up on break time, which I think... Damn it, stop it. Camera's freaking out. So we will go ahead. Hopefully we'll finish up the tower here. We haven't even touched the main building. Don't forget about tomorrow. I won't, but I'm gonna test your knowledge. What do you not want to think about tomorrow? Oh shit! It's 9/11. Whoops! Somebody forgot. It's fine. I would have remembered tomorrow. I would have remembered as soon as I woke up tomorrow and opened up Blue Sky and saw about 15,000 pictures of the Twin Towers. I remembered it earlier today. Wow, I straight up forgot 9/11. Good God. Of course Sprawl shows up for me forgetting 9/11. How's it going, Sprawl? Don't forget about tomorrow. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get in tomorrow and see about 1800. We will never forget, we said, forgetting. Lol. Did you hear about Biden? He's going to do 9/11 tomorrow. He's gonna do 9/11 too? Electric Boogaloo? How's he gonna do that? I want to hear about that. Also, Ember Woods. I thought this town was Muckingham. Is that what Q is saying? Is QAnon talking about a second 9/11? How's that gonna work? Joe Biden did a gaffe. Oh, well, that's old corn pop. I've always found that forgetting a negative anniversary is a sign of healing. Probably true, yes. I think I've done all I can from the outside here. So he put on Twitter that he's going to do a 9/11. Kitty and I didn't even know each other for 9/11. It's probably because I was a senior in high school for 9/11. I was going to say, how did we get on 9/11? I almost forgot again. It's been 23 years. I don't mean to minimize, the tragedy of 9/11, but I feel like COVID just destroyed, a lot of the, hey, thousands of people died. So this is not a conversation that probably should be had around 9/11. That's a conversation for late in the spring. That's understandable, feel annoyed. It is a, you never really forget, but you heal. Does this mean that President Joe Biden stating he's going to do a 9/11 is now a statement of official records? I mean, all of the Trump tweets aren't they? So isn't the I've never seen a skinny person drinking a Diet Coke tweet, isn't that going into the National Archives? And I think that's swell. Oh, it's break time, isn't it? God, I've done like the entire inside. Does it want me to do... Is this for the achievement to do the entire outside of this? Let me see. Hold on. I might just... complete the entire fire station job without standing on the scaffolding. I might be able to do this. How far does the long extension reach? Not that far. We'll see. Let me go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to stare at the failure of what I've done so far. I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Let's get this done real quick. Sorry about all the technical issues before. Hopefully they're fixed. Be right back. I'm back. I was gonna think, like, I don't have a stream planned for tomorrow. It's not a stream day, so I didn't really have anything planned for 9/11 anyways. And then I kind of thought, why would I? That's kind of weird. I don't know. While I and pretty much every millennial had a connection to 9/11, I don't have family in New York. I don't really have, I don't have family in the armed forces. I don't have family with the police. I don't have family in the government. Asking again, do you know what anniversary was yesterday, Roar? Anniversary of 9/9? 9. 9/9. September 9th. No. I don't remember. Did Lotax shoot himself? Is it the anniversary of Lotax offing himself? '25th anniversary of the Dreamcast. That was a different thing. That's not what I guessed. We had wildly different guesses on that one. 25th anniversary of the Dreamcast. Let's be real for a minute. Other than Seaman and Crazy Taxi, which was not Dreamcast exclusive. Exactly, Kitty. That was Seaman. What did the Dreamcast provide the world? I'm going to ask the... No, I'm going to wait for an answer first. If I don't get a satisfactory answer, I'll ask the Devilbot. But what exactly... The Dreamcast gets a lot of love simply for existing. But for what? Like, what did they actually provide to the world other than being a very loud... very grindy system. Like you heard it just. That's all you remember talking about the Dreamcast, was it was very loud all the time. I don't know. And maybe I'm off base here. Like what? I'm trying to think. No, Blast Corps was on the N64. I thought it had the longest journey, but I guess not. All right, this isn't promising. Okay, wild change of pace. Can you... Apparently, tomorrow is the 25th anniversary of the Dreamcast. Can I have 6 toot-style emojis? Yesterday, sorry. Yesterday. It doesn't give a shit. Feel annoyed? It doesn't care. Also, can you please give me about... Did I lose internet? Why did I lose my... No. Interesting. My touch portal just lost connection. That's fun. Can you give me about... Can you give me 5 different Dreamcast games other than Seaman and Crazy Taxi? Because I don't think it had anything worthwhile. I'm glad it doesn't care about typos. You know what? It can read this one.
Happy 25th anniversary to the Dreamcast. Here are 6 toot-style emojis to celebrate. The Dreamcast definitely had some gems in its library beyond Seaman and Crazy Taxi. Here are 5 notable Dreamcast games worth checking out. 1. Sonic Adventure. This game brought Sonic into the 3D world
Seaman,
with vibrant environments and fast-paced gameplay. It was a flagship title for the Dreamcast and showcased the console's capabilities. Model 2, Shenmue, an innovative game for its time, featuring an open-world environment, a detailed simulation of life, and an engaging story.
Was Shenmue
It's known for
on
its
the
deep narrative and immersive world.
Dreamcast?
3. Soul Calibur, a critically acclaimed fighting game that stood out for its graphics and fluid combat mechanics. It remains a favorite among fighting game enthusiasts. Number 4. Jet Set Radio, also known as Jet Grind Radio in some regions. Famous for its unique art style, engaging gameplay, and the introduction of graffiti tagging as a central game mechanic. Number 5. Phantasy Star Online, the first online RPG for consoles, offering revolutionary gameplay that allowed players from all over the world to team up and explore together.
Sonic Adventures.
These games highlight the innovation and unique appeal of the Dreamcast, showcasing why it still holds a special place in the hearts of gamers.
I guess those are fair items. I mean, I don't know if that really justifies the amount of love that is given. But, you know, to each their own. This is going to be a hassle. You know what? I might just break this up into 2 days, if I have to. And just come, you know, try and do the upper, because I'm really trying to do this without using the scaffolding. I've got plenty of time, but assuming I run out of time, I'll just come back and do the scaffolding part later. And by that I mean not the scaffolding, because I'm not going to use that. There's a TGL, The Longest Journey. Is there some sort of Longest Journey game on the Dreamcast? I'm every blogger's worst nightmare. I'm one of those kids. I'm one of those 40-year-old kids that's using ChatGPT like a search engine.
Yes, there is a game titled The Longest Journey, but it wasn't released for the Dreamcast. The Longest Journey is an acclaimed point-and-click adventure game known for its story and depth. Originally released for PC in 1999. However, if you're looking for a game on the Dreamcast that offers a deep, story-driven experience similar to The Longest Journey, Shenmue would be a good fit. Shenmue offers a rich narrative with a focus on exploration and character interaction, set in a detailed and immersive world, which might appeal to fans of deep storytelling in games.
Christmas is already over.
Yeah. Shenmue is not The Longest Journey even close. Although I guess in the broadest sense of the word, you can almost say they're close in they kind of are similar gameplay styles. But that's a stretch. That is a wild stretch. I don't know. It's very exciting that my touch portal keeps losing connection. That's never happened before. I wonder if that's affecting the background events. Let's see if Roar TV decides to change within the next few minutes. I mean, the bee shaking his ass is an exciting Roar TV channel, but I don't necessarily want it for the rest of the stream. Oh, I think I know what you're talking. Are you talking about that one Lucid Game stream? Lucid Dream game. Isn't there some Lucid Dream kind of game on the Dreamcast? It's talking about Omicron the Nomad Soul. I don't think that's what you were asking for. Here.
Ah, you might be thinking of Omicron, the Nomad Soul. This game, developed by Quantic Dream, features a unique blend of adventure, fighting, and exploration elements set in a futuristic metropolis.
It's not even close.
Although not specifically about lucid dreaming, Omicron offers a complex narrative where the player's soul transfers between different characters, contributing to a dreamlike, surreal gaming experience. Another possibility could be Illbleed, a horror-themed game known for its bizarre and surreal atmosphere, which might also fit the vibe of lucid dreaming due to its unconventional and dreamlike scenarios. Both games reflect the innovative and genre-pushing spirit of the Dreamcast era.
In the interest of fairness, it has no idea what we're talking about, so it's just throwing shit at the wall. To be fair, it's like, look, buddy, I don't know. Anthony, gotta have that big dick of yours. So how do I get to the sides without using the scaffolding? Do I just have to get, like, the majority of the wall? I need to sneeze, but it hasn't come out yet. Oh, here, I think it's coming. Shit, my thing disconnected. I was able to mute it just in time, I hope. Oh, that's getting really annoying. Oh, to fix that. It basically went, I know what you mean. You're talking about things that aren't related to lucid dreaming. Yeah, I didn't say it was perfect. I'm just saying, at least I'm playing devil's advocate for the devil machine. You know, I only get so much to work with. It's quite the sneeze. I know Kitty could hear it. I'm hoping it did not come out over the stream. And it's hard to tell whether or not the stream is auto, or the Roar TV is auto changing or not, because every time the stream resets, it auto changes. I'm just gonna refresh you. It's very annoying. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm fixing something real quick. Hopefully that won't break everything. I'm glad to hear it, Kitty. I hope you appreciated that. It was just for you. Yeah, it's like, I don't know how to get the rest of this stuff without the scaffold. It's really far up. Maybe I can scale the... Oh, maybe I can scale the, this? Maybe I can scale the top of the top of the fence. No, Roar TV is just going to be wonky, I think. That's fine. That's fine. Not a big deal. Can I jump onto the fence from here? Not like that, I can't. No. Okay. So this is the highest I can get. Alright, we'll come back to that later. Maybe I'll figure out how to do the other half, like... Maybe I'll watch a tutorial, like, how do I do this without using the scaffold? Because I've come this far, I'm certainly not going to use the scaffold now. Meaning out of windows? Most likely, but I'm a little worried about, like, up there. It's like, I can't lean out that. What I can probably do is reach under the bottom. Why did it switch to that? There's no reason it should have switched to that. Garbage. Garbage bot. I love you, Willow, but you're a garbage bot. Let's just work on the fire station for a wee bit. We'll come back to that. We got pretty much everything on that tower. And some of these later missions, and not even later, this is only like halfway through the main missions. Some of these midway missions are going to take a long time. Like this one, the vast majority has been spent on that. We're not even done, and that one is incredibly small compared to the fire station we're about to do. When do you get the next nozzle? It's a while. Although, you know, Kitty, now that you mention that, that is an excellent reason to actually go for the DLC. Because if we go to do DLC maps, that will actually get us to the 90 stars we need. We need 90 stars to get the map, or to get the next level. And to get the tri-prong, I believe you have to complete the entire game. But Kitty has been really wanting to do the Alice in Wonderland maps, which we will be doing for her birthday on September 24th. We will be doing Powerwash Sim again. And on that day, we will be doing Alice in Wonderland 100%. So we're going to save a map. Even if we decide to go all the way Alice in Wonderland every stream from here to her birthday, that wouldn't work out. But what we have planned will. And honestly, it might not be a bad idea because this is caked on grime. It's like, I know that's pretty much the theme for this game, but we might want to save some of this for when we get the higher level of upgrade. Maybe we should spend the next couple of Power Wash streams focusing on the DLC maps. I'm assuming they give you stars. Ground in dirt. I haven't used any of the... Do I even have any of the soap? I have some all-purpose cleaner. There we go. I barely ever use the soap. Well, for good reason, because... Oh, wait, I need to actually use the soap. That helps. It doesn't really do much. I'm gonna be real. Like with this much grime, it barely does anything. And part of this is where, like, you need to have the super narrow jet, otherwise this grime doesn't even get touched. Some of those things like, why was the fire station this dirty? Like, it's one thing... It's a horrible thing, but it's one thing to have a public service be that dirty because you stopped paying attention to it and caring about it. But if the fire station looks like this, it was on fire. I forget what the actual story was. Was it actually on fire? It's mucky. I forgot they were looking for a cat. It being on fire actually would account for this this level of filth. Although, what was it? Wasn't it King of the Hill, where the firehouse burned down? Where they volunteer firefighters, Hank and the boys. Well, I'm gonna turn on the auto dirter. There we go. Well, if I recall the episode, which I can only recall like 2 or 3 episodes of King of the Hill. I didn't really watch it all that much, but that one I do remember because I remember they told the same story like 4 times from the 4 perspectives of the guys. So, and I remember it was the one where Boomhauer inside of his head hears everybody the same way he hears himself, so everybody else is dangle fireman going to the firehouse. You know, I don't do a good Boomhauer. I think I would need a script for that. Like off the cuff of your head, you know, dang old boom fireman goes, oh, pow. You know what I'm saying? Just dust in the wind, man. Got 34% of this map done so far. So far, have not touched the scaffolding, and I plan to keep it that way. Like I said, that is the problem I foresee. And we'll probably have to get to it from the top, but we should focus on this. He ended up being air marshal? Is this his job is to be an air marshal? Really? Garbage down, stop. I'm gonna shoot you, man. I'm gonna put a policeman in the sky. Dead dang old think you're gonna catch the plane, man. Just no. I was talking before how I was watching other people play Powerwash Sim. Yeah, I was mentioning it, and this is how they would do this entire row. They would like, first of all, they all pick like the wildest nozzles, like the white nozzle, and they'll be like this the entire time. Not even that, they'll be like this. They don't look for dust. They don't look for anything. They'll sometimes change the direction of the nozzle, but for the most part, it's just this the entire time. Which would make sense if they were interacting with chat, but they don't ever seem to be. So I'm like, what exactly are you doing? If you're not interacting with people, you're not talking, and you're not even power washing particularly well, like what's going on with you, mate? Probably a meditative thing. I guess. And maybe if that's the idea, that your job is to be like calm and relaxing, and I can get that, but it doesn't jive with the rest of their whole setup, which is usually something along the lines of like a viewer request. So you'll end up with like, you know, horsecocks or and what else? What else do people request these days? Like the Scotland national anthem, all sorts of stuff that is not really conducive to power washing. I'll be honest. I'm not here to judge, but it just seems like maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, because it seems like the vast majority of the people I've seen in my quest to find, you know, see what streamers are up to these days. Maybe I'm the odd one out. But then again, maybe some people like having just a relaxing sort of spot where they can just vibe. I don't know. I've tried that. I've done that, and that's not a criticism by any stretch. But when I have done it, when I've done like, I don't know, Hades, when I used to do Perlers without the mic, I ended up getting like, hey, why aren't you talking? If you're not talking, why do you even have the mic on? And it's like, that is a very good point. Like, why am I, if I'm not actively promoting viewership, if I'm not actively interested in the, interacting with the chat, why do I have this, damn stream open? Thanks, random Twitch guy. Thanks for making me self-conscious about my quiet perlering. That said, my view changed a little when it's like, okay, you have to, I know that I'm a little chatty, but you have to say something, my guy. I've been in here for like 5 minutes and there has not been a single word. I don't know. I kind of feel like there's a million different options on Twitch. You want to be... You don't necessarily have to stand out wildly, but it doesn't hurt. And there's probably 1 or 2 people who are quietly power washing right now on Twitch, which is perfectly fine. I guess I just don't understand. Usually if I do that sort of stream, I put like a giant disclaimer and I still get like 15, messages in the chat. It's like, hi, how are you? It's like, I'm just chilling. I don't know. Still say you need to do a stream of petting the cats. Like, just 2 hours of petting Mark and Truvy. I think they would get really sick of that really fast. Like, if I had to throw a random guess out there, I would imagine they would be cool with a hot 10 minutes of that, and then they'd get sick of it. It's probably something that should be like a YouTube video. Honestly, the people who enjoy, the one who enjoys petting the most would probably be Finn. And he loves to sit in laps. He's such a good dog. He's such a good boy. I'd switch to the Finn channel, but my touch portal is being very cranky right now. And just absolutely disconnecting from itself every 5 minutes. Get all the dirt out of the window frames. What are we up to? We're almost up to 40%. No, look at that Phantom. He was such a good dog. He was a good boy. I know I don't really give glowing reviews of Finn a lot of the time because he pisses me off. But he really isn't a bad boy. You should give him, cut him a little slack, Illinois. Trust me, if anyone has a right to think he is a damn rat, I've got all sorts of nibble marks all over myself to prove it. But, and this is a real but, he's just a baby. He's just a baby. He doesn't know any better. And Kitty loves him, so I guess I love him. Can't help but notice that your ad says power wash. You do realize that involves hot water. You should change the wording on your ad to pressure wash, unless you plan to upgrade soon. Is this the fire guy? Is he also, texting me while I'm doing the job that he hired me to do? Finn's such a good boy, though. I mean, look at that boy. Where is he? Look at this boy. Look at that dog. That's not Finn. That's Seamus. Finn? Finn? Okay, it's Mark now. I'm not sure why that's a random channel. It's supposed to be the Finn channel. Although, to be fair, the fact that the stupid touch portal is letting me do anything, considering how many times it's disconnected, is a little heartening. He's just a baby, feeling it. He's gonna grow up to be a wonderful dog. We're training him well. If we can get him to, like, consolidate his shit to a, to a few areas, that would be a really cool puppy thing he could do. I have not dealt with a lot of puppies in my life. Puppies have not really been... I've had, like, adult dogs. Like, Phantom was 3 years old when we got Phantom. So he was well out of puppy stage, and I don't really remember back when my I had a German Shepherd kind of dog that ended up having mutt puppies, and we didn't end up keeping them for very long, and I was very young during that time. Your dad's current cat acts like a baby, and that means a lot of shredded skin. That's never fun. Is it one of those situations where they suckle on people and they do the sort of like all over your skin? Well, today Finn was an absolute wonderful dog. I had absolutely no complaints, and I love nothing more than finding complaints to make about Finn. If he could be like that every day, God, I would be the happiest of campers. This kind of feels like a Final Fantasy VIII song, although it might be 7, come to think of it. I don't really know the songs in 7. Are the songs in 7 all that memorable? Final Fantasy 7, obviously. Obviously. It's not that obvious, I guess. I don't remember there being a plethora, other than One Winged Angel. And maybe the battle theme and the victory theme. But other than that, were there a lot of really worthwhile good songs for that game? Like, Final Fantasy 7. Like, wait, what game was I talking? Yeah, that one, the one with Cloud. Cat just wasn't raised properly before they got in the shelter, so he doesn't give a shit about hurting others. Fair enough. Sometimes when cats are weaned too early, when they're taken from their mother too early, for whatever reason, they end up doing a lot of suckling. They end up doing a lot of, like, regressing, which isn't necessarily, harmful, obviously, but sometimes it gives them annoying traits. My mom had I think it was a Bengal? It was something fancy and expensive. Although, I don't think I have any right to talk about that cat being expensive at this point. I should ask her what she paid for that cat. Just out of idle curiosity. I want to say it was like $1,800, and I was boggling out of my mind at the time. Done being pet isn't signaled by attempting to leave or anything like that, and teeth or claws are just out. I mean, that just sounds like a cat to me. Not all cats are like that, but there's a lot of cats that are just like, oh, I'm done playing now. Why aren't you stopping playing with me? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. That's going to be what I'm going to do, because you won't stop touching me. That is typically how cats usually respond, and you gotta love them. They are adorable little fluff balls, but they got some issues. I need a drink. That's not normal for a cat. I mean, that's not super normal, but some cats are just neurotic like that. Also, it's funny that, you know, fire brigade chief is giving me shit when his fire station has been graffitied to death. There's like graffiti all over these walls. This place looks like a disaster, and he's, you know, blaming me for semantics. There's also a difference between a fake bite for emphasis and sinking your teeth halfway length into your arm. Understandable. My first cat was very much the latter, and I kind of assumed that's just how cats were. But my first cat, his name was Yoshi, and he was a biter. He loved to bite, and I just sort of assumed that's how cats were. Also, speaking of cats, next stream is going to be very cat and puppy friendly. So kitten and puppy centric, at least for the first hour or so of stream. That's a cat that either hates you or was far too permissive. Probably the former, because I was somewhat of a terror to that cat. My own fault. I don't blame him for how he acted. I wasn't mean to the cat, but I was definitely very much, I want the cat to be my friend and fuck the consequences. And there was a lot, he did allow a lot of lap sitting, that sort of thing, but for the most part, he just would bite you whenever. He didn't bite you out of the blue. Like, he would never bite you willy-nilly. Let me put it this way. He would always have to be goaded into it. But let me tell you what, it didn't take much. Also, I think I hear Finn. Do I hear a little bark? Sometimes it's hard to tell because I'm like 2 walls away. He's been very good about not barking all night. Like tonight, he's just been night and day. But that said, he is out in the living room, so he might be trying to attack Truvy. And see, here's the biggest problem with Finn is that he figures that the cats are his best friends because the cats are roughly his size. And he figures, hey, you guys are about my size. You're more limber than me. This should be fun. I should be able to chase you all over the place. And you're going to be a real, you know, that'll be real fun. And the cats are like, oh, bet? Go fuck yourself. How about that? And then that's how the relationship has been thus far. Normal cat will attempt to vacate the area and escalate through fake violence. That wasn't Yoshi. No, he, when he got into play mode, he clamped hard. And every cat I've had since has not had the tendency to do that. Like, even Mark, I can goad him into biting me, but it usually takes quite a bit of effort. Like a surprising amount of patience for a dog. Or, excuse me, a cat. But next stream is going to be on Thursday. We're going to be doing some more purlers. I have 2 more purlers to do. And I've got a whole mountain of content. So it should be good times next Thursday at 8 here on Roar Stream. Also, I'm actually a little sad because not super sad because other than Star Wars, I didn't really have a enormous attachment to James Earl Jones, but he did have so many fantastic roles that you can't help but feel a little bad. There's a cat that you terrorized when you were at a friend's house without realizing the be my friend thing you were talking about earlier, and only when I tried to crawl under bed to get close to it did I get a fake bite on the nose. Yeah, that's a cat who's trying to be nice. That was not Yoshi. And I tell you what, Mark takes a lot to go to him, and even he'll bite, but he's a very nice cat. I think I'll try and get to 50%. That'll probably be a good stopping point. Still not sure how to get to the ceiling of the firehouse, but I might need to like look up a tutorial or something. My dad's second wife had a couple cats named Sebastian and Max. And Max was great. It was great in retrospect. He liked to hang out behind the water filter, or with the water heater around the water heater, and just growl and spit the entire time. I didn't see him very much, and I think they ended up getting rid of him. So I don't know what happened to old Max, but Sebastian, he also didn't like us, but it was much less dramatic than most of the other cats. I didn't start being really good, I say with quotes, to cats until probably 14 or 15, I guess. Before that, it was like, I gotta be the cat's friend. I'm a friend of cats. Why aren't you loving me, cat? I'm picking you up and holding you. You should love that shit. And amazingly, cats don't typically share the thought process. We're not on the same page, us and cats. How else is it supposed to communicate? 100%. And that's another reason why I try and give Finn a enormous grain of salt sometimes, other than the fact that he is a baby. Like, what he'll do is he'll go up to the edge of the bed and he'll have a toy and he'll be like, screwing around with it. And if he decides he wants you to throw the toy, he will drop the toy onto the ground and it will squeak or clank depending on what it is. And it's your job to pick up the offending item and hand it back to him, or possibly even throw it if you're feeling spicy. What you're not allowed to do is ignore him, because if you ignore Finn, he is going to bark at you, which is by and large one of the most hated things that he does for me. I don't like barking. I know I have a dog, so obviously that's a me problem. But if there's no legitimate reason to bark, can't stand it. I don't like loud noises. I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like them. I feel like in life you're allowed to just not like loud, yipping, barky noises. And I know that he's a dog, so it's wild to assume that I could get him to stop barking for permanent sake. But I don't know. That might just be something we can teach him over time. Just less barkies. But long story short, he does make himself very well known. He's like, I need you to play with me now. And if you don't do that, he is going to scare the crap out of you. seems like the internet has really stabled out since I switched to Miami. I need to remember that. I've done the whole checking around the servers, seeing which one is the most reliable, etc. But, don't woof. Woof.
Oh, no. Don't woof.
Woof. I think I have that as a channel, don't I? Woof. Where are we at? 47? Probably just as well that we're getting to 50 and calling it, because I've got no idea how to get to the roof. Can I, like... Wait a second. This says... No, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. There we go. This says... Complete the fire station job without standing on the scaffolding. Now, I'm assuming that does not include this. I'm assuming that the ladder is not included in scaffolding, right? You would think so. I would assume it says if you don't step on the scaffolding, then you get the achievement. I would have to assume that ladder is not in any stretch of the word considered scaffolding. I don't want to screw up this entire... Actually, can I screw up this one? I can. I don't want to screw up the entire achievement by messing with it, by getting myself some crazy height when I'm not supposed to. Part of why you like bigger dogs, yapping bothers you more than lower barks. 100% agreed with that. I've never been a big fan of yippy barks, and that is by far one of Finn's worst features. Every now and then, he will choose a moment that it's like, we are far too comfortable. He needs to make sure we know where he is. I'm just going to leave that ladder alone and do some research on it, because I don't want to pick up the ladder and then like use it, and then it's going to be like, well, you used a scaffold-like device and now you've got to redo the whole fire station. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, so... I love the diner in the back there. Oh, its only name is just diner. It's like they didn't... I know that's not the point of the game, but it needs to be somewhat realistic. I also feel like I keep hearing whistling in this song, and I keep picturing a Jinjo around here. A la Banjo-Kazooie. I think once I finish this window, that will be 50%. Let's call 50% right here at this grit line. I am getting to the point of exhaustion because of how tired I am. I've been awake for a very long time. So if I say something uncouth, sometimes I just talk and it's like, oh, I'm still talking. And it's like, I don't know if the sentence is going to end in a place I was hopeful about. So if I ever say something untoward while I'm exhausted, nothing I ever say comes from a place of malice. We are all good people. Or at least we try to be. As long as you're good to others, that's an excellent start. See if we can grab the rest of this grit. I think you have allergies, don't you feel annoying? That does not allow you to have animals. I feel like I remember that little factoid. I mean, they have advances in medical science these days, don't they? Like, I'm not sure because I don't have allergies, but actually I do have seasonal allergies, but they're not related to the pets. And that's another reason, Felinoid. This, do I actually have a fin button that will work? If I push random until I get fin. This come on. Anyways, his coat is completely hypoallergenic, so there's never been any shedding, there's never been any issues. It's fantastic. You've looked into allergy shots. It'd be difficult to make the weekly appointments. Oh, they're weekly? That's kind of rough. Okay, so this place is not nearly as bad as I was thinking it was, and since I'm pretty sure we'll be able to use the ladder, we should be able to get up to the top and never even need to use the scaffolding at all. That'll be fun. I am damn exhausted, so I think I need to go get some sleep. Do I need to double click this, right? I do. Okay. This initial flurry that's like weekly for several months. I hope there is a roundabout way of fixing that for you, Felinoid. That is a great tragedy to be able to want a pet and not be able to have one. Maybe like, I don't know, going to a cat cafe? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that would work. Maybe it wouldn't. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for hanging. I will see you later. We will be doing a Powerwash stream on Thursday. Come check it out. Lots of kittens, lots of puppies. Good times. Bye.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.